How's that chicken looking, Rock?
Super!
Amazing. Man, you should really try making these at home.
Hey guys, how's it going? So here's the plan. The family wants to eat something unusual, something different, something they don't eat every day, and yet something that's familiar. Why? The plan is to watch the replay of India winning the Cricket World Cup. And here's what they do in South Korea. They eat Korean fried chicken when they are watching sports. Here's my gochujang taste. And why, you may ask? Well, Mayur and I are trying to relive the memories of the time we were in Seoul in South Korea. Oh man, they were good memories. What a lot of fun we had. Hey, let's find out from Mayur how he's doing. Hey Mayur, how's it going with you?
All good, Rock. Preparations are in full flow. And what awesome food memories to relive on this rainy day.
Thinking about food as usual, huh? Surprise, surprise. Anyway, what are you making and how far have you reached on a day of South Korean food making?
Oh man, such a wonderful trip. And you know what really struck me was how at home we felt and how many similarities there are between South Korea and India.
They love their food as passionately as we do. They also love K-drama like our Bollywood. They also love K-pop. You might remember that song. I mean, when we were in Seoul, we went across to Gangnam and did Open Gangnam Style.
Okay, stop singing. तेरे में और साई में बहुत फर्क है. But you know what I really enjoyed there was our visit to the Gwangjang market. Remember it? All those diverse street food stalls, the aromas, the sights, the sounds, the hustle, the bustle. And you know the first thing I tried there was the Hotteok, the Korean street food pancakes. And that's what I'm going to cook for lunch today for our Food of South Korea Day.
So 2 favorite South Korean dishes are being done today. And I've got everything ready for my South Korean fried chicken.
And I have everything I need for my hotteok. This South Korean pancake has stuffing in it which can be either sweet, like me, or spicy and savory, like Rocky. Think of a meetha pura from Punjab and you know exactly what I mean. Rock, why don't you read out what you're preparing? In South Korea as in India, we respect our elders. So after you, O venerable one.
Bless you. Here's 1 kg chicken marinated with 1 tablespoon of finely chopped garlic, salt and pepper. Now we've got cornstarch or corn flour, 1 cup. We've got a 1/4 cup over here of maida, just refined flour. We've got some rice flour over here. And we've got 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So we just mix it all together, get our chicken in there, and the idea is to coat it really well. Leave nothing uncoated. Coat it really, really well. And that's the idea. So make sure it gets into all the nooks and crannies. We're going to mix it up really well. And then we're going to put it into the oil over here. Let's check if the oil is hot. Oh, perfect. There it goes into the oil. While the chicken is cooking, why don't you tell us about how your preparation is going, Mayur?
Here's what's going into my hotteok dough. 1 1/4 cup of refined flour or maida. In goes 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoonful of sugar, 1 teaspoonful of instant dried yeast. Incorporate all these dry elements. Add 1/2 cup of milk. And now mix it all in till I get a smooth dough. But that's not where this stops. What I'm going to do is once it's mixed, I'm going to put a plastic packet on it and let it stand till it ferments and the dough goes to twice its volume. Then I'm going to remove the plastic packet, punch the air from the fermentation out, cover it again with plastic and leave it to stand for 20 minutes. Now this whole process should take about 2 hours and then the dough is going to be ready. How's that chicken looking, Rock?
Hey! Okay, our chicken's half done. Look at that beautiful golden color that the chicken is turned. Remember, put it into really hot oil, coat it really, really well. That's very important. If you miss even one part, the chicken is not going to get that batter and crunchiness on the outside. Now we've taken the chicken out after about 7 or 8 minutes of cooking in really hot oil and we're going to let it rest a little bit. But we're not going to rest. We're going to make our sauce. So we put into the sauce 6 cloves or 1.5 tablespoons of garlic. And this is what goes in, so pay attention now. 4 tablespoons of tomato ketchup. This is just regular tomato ketchup. Now remember the chicken, the oil has to be really, really hot. In this, the oil has to be sort of warm so that it starts cooking as soon as we put all the ingredients in. We are going to put in either sugar or if you have honey, then 2 tablespoons of honey. This is going to make it shine and become tasty. There's mustard, 1.5 tablespoons of. There is soy sauce, just regular everyday soy sauce that you'll find in your homes. There's 2 tablespoons of water. All of that goes in. And now for the main ingredient, that is the chili paste. So use gochujang if you have it, and you put that paste into your sauce, which is right over here. Alright, the sauce has come to a boil, so the sauce is done. Our oil has become nice and hot again. And this time, we're going to put the chicken back again for the second time to cook for about 5 or 6 minutes to become really crunchy and become thoroughly cooked all the way through to the inside. Ooh, stay away from it. It's really hot. Stay away. You don't want to come close. Alright, there we go. Hey Mayur, how you doing?
I now have my super nice fermented dough ready. I've split it into 6 dough balls, and now for the filling. Come take a look. So what we do is we flatten the dough and we put some filling in, which in this case is brown sugar, cinnamon and walnuts. I make this into a round ball with pinching, and now this is ready to go into a saucepan which has been heated at a medium flame and has a thin layer of oil. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring it down here. Come take a look. I'd already started with the first one. So this is step 1. This, which was put in a little earlier, is step 2. I just flip this around. You see it's starting to turn brown. And I use something to squish it into the traditional hotteok shape. And it's going to cook there for about a minute. After which I will flip it and it will look like this. I will then let it cook for another minute. And then I can decide. I can either cover it and cook it for another 30 seconds if I really want to liquefy that sugar inside, or I can just eat it as is. So 2.5 minutes, this would be ready. Hey Rocky, how's your South Korean fried chicken coming along?
Alright, chicken's done, sauce is ready. We take the chicken out of one pan and put it into the sauce. That's it. We're gonna mix it up. Hey Mayur, that hot dog looks pretty much done. Are you gonna try it?
My golden brown hotteok with gooey sugar and walnuts. You know Rocky, what I was really amazed by was the amazing vegetarian options that we found all across South Korea. Whether it was all the street food vendors in the Gwangjang market who had lots of vegetarian options, or it was that really special vegetarian, no onion, no garlic meal we had at that award-winning restaurant. Amazing. Hey, how's your chicken doing?
Okay, and that is chicken all done. A little bit of sesame on top, and now it's time to take a bite and try it. Ooh, how. Can you hear how crunchy that is? Beautifully crunched on the outside. Juicy and tender on the inside. This is fabulous.
Oh man, you should really try making these at home. Crisp on the outside, chewy because of the dough, and then all that melted sugar and crunchy walnuts inside. You know Rocky, all this really took me back to Seoul. Now I want to go back there.
I don't need any convincing, my friend. Food, drama, music, culture, it's all there. So go on, imagine your Korea. I hope you enjoyed Korean Khana with Rocky and Mayur. Here are 2 recipes. Really easy to make, easy to find ingredients, and thoroughly delicious. So go on, give it a try.